Hello, welcome to Coffee Break with Pastor David. I'm Pastor David Kufal, and I pastor New Life Church at 1021 South Center Street in Wahpeton, North Dakota. I am in Romans chapter 12, and the title that they gave this section is Behave Like a Christian. And we need more Christians behaving like Christians, especially online. And how we interact with others. It's so easy to say things online that we would not say if we were looking at somebody in the eyes, you know. And so, and make sure when you are commenting online that you edit yourself. It's okay to go ahead and type all that stuff, but go back and reread it. This week in the bulletin, there was a typo, completely changed the meaning of the sermon I preached yesterday. I'm not going to tell you what it was, but it was a typo. And it's like, how do you avoid those things? Edit. Make sure that you do. And I don't always get it perfect. I've noticed that. I've worked on my sermon and get things typed, my notes all typed up and ready to go. And then when I'm preaching, I say, how in the world did I spell it that way? That's not even the word I want. And it wasn't the spell checker or AI changing the spelling. Of course, I don't use AI while I'm typing. That probably would drive me up the wall if AI started helping me to type. And so, because I want my thoughts, not some computer's thoughts. And so, because my thoughts I want to be influenced by God. And so, AI, I guess, is supposed to be a wonderful tool, but it's a tool. And I don't ever want it to become more than a tool, where it's doing my thinking for me. That would be not the wisest of things, right? We don't want artificial intelligence making a decision for us when God has given us the ability to make decisions. And I'd rather be hearing from God than a computer program. So, as remarkable as this new AI is, no, that is not. It's a tool that we should learn how to use, but we don't befriend it like it's a friend. And my fear is we have so many lonely Christians out there and lonely people out there that they will mistake AI for a friend. And you don't want to do that. And so it's kind of like Eve going through the garden and making the snake her friend. So let's talk about behaving like Christians. Let's love. Paul writes, "Let love be without hypocrisy. Don't say one thing and do the other. If you're going to say that you love someone, your actions should back it up. Abhor what is evil. That's a good thing. Cling to what is good. Be kindly affectionate to one another with brotherly love, in honor giving preference to one another, not lagging in diligence, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord." So far, we all agree with this, right? Rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation. See, we're going to have tribulation, regardless. It's not the great tribulation, but we're going to have tribulation from time to time. But God knows how he's going to get us through it. Okay, remember that. He has the answer. He knows how that tribulation is going to come to an end for you. So as we work that process, we do it with God. And when we do it with God, because we have that hope that we have in our salvation, it's a lot easier to go through. Continuing steadfastly in prayer. See, we need that relationship. Distributing to the needs of the saints given to hospitality. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse. We're so quick to curse. But Christ tells us to do the opposite. Bless those who persecute you. Bless, do not curse. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Weep with those who weep. Be of the same mind toward one another. Do not set your mind on high things, but associate with the humble. Do not be, here's what we need for today. Do not be wise in your own opinion. That's where these liberal churches have gotten themselves into trouble, because they are acting like they're wise in their opinion. They know better than God. Never works out well for those who think that. It's called having a haughty spirit, the Old Testament would say. Repay no one evil for evil. Have regard for good things in the sight of all men. If it's possible, as much as depends on you, live peaceably with all men. Good suggestion. Beloved, good advice. Beloved, do not avenge yourselves, but rather give place to wrath, for it's written, vengeance is mine. I will repay, says the Lord. Remember that. You forgive, let God deal with it. The other person doesn't change their behavior. The other person doesn't do what they're supposed to do. Turn them over to God. God will deal with it. If not in this lifetime, he will deal with it in the life to come. Therefore, if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him drink. For in doing so, you will heap coals of fire on his head. By the way, that was King Solomon's way of diplomacy. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. So as we are online, as we are dealing with people, let's try that. Now, I'm not perfect, just like you aren't perfect. I got upset with somebody the other day, and I got it fixed because I went ahead and I apologized. And they understood completely why I was upset about the situation, but it wasn't their fault. And I told them, I says, it's not fair that the other party put you in this position. It's not right. And a little warning from the first party that put them in that position would have been nice. They could have just notified their customers that this change has been made because you no longer have that old policy. Would have been nice. And then the person who was delivering the bad news didn't have to have me get upset. But I did talk with them, and they said it's all right. We we kind of laughed about it, and I told her it was very misfortunate that they put her in that position, and it's not right. And so, so as Christians, what do? We go back and we make things right. See, and I found that it is a lot easier when we are treating others with respect to receive respect back. So when we're online, just because we're out behind a keyboard and nobody can, or on our phone, and nobody can look into our eyes, let's remember the person that you're talking to, that you're dealing with, has feelings as well. And so let us be thoughtful in our approach. That doesn't mean you just ignore things. I mean, there's sometimes you can't ignore things. The sin is unreasonable, or somebody's being attacked unjustly, and you just go ahead, politely state what you're going to state, and move on. Otherwise, just be like Dory. Just keep swimming. Just keep scrolling and move on. Hey, you have a wonderful, wonderful day. It's been enjoyable. I hope this has been a blessing to you. It's been enjoyable getting together with you today. And I look forward to seeing you next time. I pastor New Life Church here in Wahpeton, North Dakota. We'd love to have you come and be our guest. Hey, God bless you. I'll see you next time.